pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Bulldogs offense will take the field first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. And that's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to play push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on 4th down. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. On the snap, it's Ferguson. Give him 6. Touchdown, BAMA! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
He's going to bring it out. Delivers the stiff arm. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Curry. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They go to the ground. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. The Dogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to fire. Throwing right. Makes the grab. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Rushes on him. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Georgia sends out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Running through contact. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Tosses to the quarterback. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They really sputtered out of the gate, turned it over, punted the last time they had it. We'll see if the 3rd possession is the charm. Got his man.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
And the Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on first down from the 30. Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Makes the grab down the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Bulldogs have this offense rolling. Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
At the 35, he's open. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Quick completion on the out route.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
There is nowhere to go. He is stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So now on comes the field goal unit. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Kansas State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there and the Little Apple behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to TCU. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. It's complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Hand off to the single back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen him had a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Special teams. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Using his legs, it's Curry. Oh, he's got some space. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
Well, it's an electrifying run. You think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker into his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Great place to start for this offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
That's a good job by this defense being alert. Like, they're not set up in a good spot. Bad field position to start. They were not surprised by the pass. Nice job. Way to be alert for this defense in a sudden change.
It's complete to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. This crowd knows when to bring it. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And this one splits the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Curry. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Bulldogs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Pulls it in, it's Wiley. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so quick.
Turning it on! He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. The Dogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They go right back to it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Curry.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. They go to the wide receiver screen. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. He's got it on the run. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. They just keep firing. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. The defense has been up to the task so far. Now it's third and goal from the 3. He's looking to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Curry. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This is a short kick, but the problem is the angle. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Are forced to settle for 3.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes that Alabama offense. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute, throwing and...
Breaks into the open. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Pressure coming. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. So he'll help the completion percentage, but not the yardage. Stopped for no gain.
And he got it to his running back, obviously making a good decision, but nice tackle on the play. Way to get the running back on the ground and not give the extra yards after the catch.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. From the gun, the running back has it. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Alabama quickly back to the line. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Quarterback adapting. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. He wants it all. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown time!
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable?
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. There he goes. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, BAMA!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Runs for the tackle. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. To the air on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Wiley. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Trying play action. Makes the catch. It's Marsh. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Bulldogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. It'll be a run on third and short. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Trying to pick up a first down. Gives it on the option. Got the first down and more. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Bulldogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll run it. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. The Dogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here's the handoff. Can't get him to the ground.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll try the run. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Ferguson. Turning it on! They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Sends it back in motion. from the gun. They'll give it on the inside. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to sling it on second down. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. He picked that thing off and took it up. Way to the house.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got the quick pass. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake. Finds his big tight end. Just keeps moving. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Quarterback keeps it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Quick completion on the out. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Wiley. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Operating in the red zone here on second down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
He'll set up to throw. Good timing on the quick out. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! Fit it in the window for the score.
And This has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now there he goes. Past the sticks, and he may get more. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their...
They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Looking for more room. He's at... And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Iowa has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 15 over Penn State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. Power football with the run. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll keep it on the ground. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. The give on the option. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last 1st down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like